Hello, happy Sunday, team. Welcome. I was trying not to say hello, everyone, because Rob keeps making fun of me for saying hello, everyone.
Hello.
So I was trying to change it up a little bit. So anyway, I didn't know what to say after that, though. I was like, I got nothing. So anyway, I am very, very, very excited about this team call and the momentum that our team has right now. So just keep that in mind as we go through all of this stuff. I will try to keep it short. And if you are at Summit, be ready because I might ask you a couple questions or like your takeaways. So just have that in mind if you want to think of like maybe one takeaway that you had from Summit. That would be great because I just want to have everyone share a little bit, okay? So I'm going to share my screen to get started. All right, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see this? Okay, cool. All right, so team call. We are going to start with the July leaderboard. Shout out to myself, Brittany, Laura, Emily, Rachel, Danielle, and Hannah for all being on the board with Success Club points already. This is updated from what I just saw in the back office about an hour or two ago. So if you had anything yesterday or today, that might not be updated yet, so don't worry. I will update this every couple days and keep the leaderboard going and make it harder on me, guys. Let's get more faces on there, so I have to figure out how to make this work on that same template. So make it harder for me. But I'm really excited about it. I'm at SC10 right now. Brittany's at 2, Laura's at 6, Emily's at 4, Rachel's at 6, Danielle is at 6, and Hannah is at 2, which is super exciting that we have this many people crushing it already this month. It is only the 21st. Is that correct? 21st. We still have 10 days. We still have a lot going on with Morning Meltdown, which we'll get to all of that stuff in just a few minutes. Team Success Club prizes this month. First of all, if you did not realize or see the picture I put in the team page, everybody gets a Success Club prize for month 1, month 3, month 6, 9, and 12 from Beachbody. So they'll give you, if you hit SC6 or more, you will get one of those prizes. I actually just got the backpack. I haven't gotten it yet, but I just registered to get it. So they should be sending that. So I'm really excited about that. And then there's a sweatshirt, I think, for 9 months and a roller bag for 12. So I'm really excited about this. But that comes from Beachbody. But what we are going to do this month is, this month we are not going to do anything for SC5 except shout you out and be very proud of you because we are. Next month we will change it up and maybe do one for both. But this month we are going to do a Team Shaker Cup, which you can see the picture there, and some of them, you probably saw the team with theirs when we were at Summit. So we have a couple extras of those, and we do want to give those out to everybody. So let's get everybody to SC10 this month, and then we will send you a Shaker Cup. They're not like crazy cheap, so that's why we're only doing it at SC10, because we want you guys to push yourselves and earn these rewards as well. So if you get to SC10, you will earn the prize from Beachbody as well as the prize from us. Next month, we're thinking about doing t-shirts and or a different style tank. These are our tanks that we had from Summit, which is super exciting. We want to keep doing stuff like this. So the more that you guys work to, showcase helping people and hitting Success Club, the more you will get prizes because we like giving them out, okay? So congrats to everyone so far, and let's keep crushing it. Promo codes. Everyone that is an active coach should have gotten an email. If you did not talk to me, and or we will probably have to talk to Coach Relations, but you should have gotten three $10 discount codes. If you have a spouse account, you got 3 more, which is super exciting. If you're like Laura and you have 20 accounts, then you have 20. Just kidding. But you get to use all of them, right? And they're all transferable in the sense that, you know what, deep down, if Emily was like, I'm not really going to sign anyone up this month, I'm going to give you my 3 codes. I could use her 3 codes. So if there's someone else in your downline that is a discount coach that isn't going to use theirs, you can use theirs, just so you know, okay? So you all got $10 off. It really just makes it feel really special when you're telling someone I can offer you $10 more off. And right now, it sounds even better to say I can give you $30 off. Because that's what it is. Because the challenge packs for Morning Meltdown are $20 off, and you're giving them an extra 10. So I don't really lead with that usually. I kind of want that to be like toward the end, or if they're like on the fence, be like, you know what, I have an extra 10 off. That kind of helps with that decision. But anyway, if you are a Ultimate Portion Fix certified coach and or a 2B Mindset mentor, you also got codes for that. If you have not finished your certification, like me, hey, raising my hand right here, guys, I'm behind. I still didn't finish my Ultimate Portion Fix one. I think once you finish it, they're going to send you those codes, which is cool. I actually got them for 2B Mindset, but I haven't used any of those yet. But I think you got 5 for giving people $10 off Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset. So that's cool too. And there's a bunch more to come. I know that they're going to reward people. So like the more you work and the more you help people, the more codes that they're going to try to send to people. They're going to do like free shipping. Sometimes they're going to do like add-on things for, you know, cheaper. So that's just something cool to pay attention to when you get those emails. Make sure you are getting those emails and that you have those all going to like a specific email that you check and it's not just going to spam or something. Okay, so Summit, new stuff that was announced. Guys, oh my God. First of all, I'm gonna skip to the right because I'm so excited about Peppermint Mocha Shakeology. I have been saying this for years, especially last year when they brought out pumpkin spice. I was like, they're gonna do another one. They're gonna do a seasonal Christmas one. It's gonna be pumpkin or peppermint mocha. I'm so excited. And then it wasn't. But now it's happening. So it's really exciting. That actually comes out in November. Collagen, things are happening on my computer. It's like saying check for updates. Get out of here. Collagen, it is supposed to be tasteless and you can put it in anything and it's supposed to help with your skin, and you can research more about that because that's not something that I know a lot about. But I know that people are all about it right now. So why not add it to people and let them know, you know, what it is, that we have something more to offer than just, you know, the things that we've always offered. So that's kind of a cool add-on too, that you could always even just be like, hey, somebody's like ready to sign up and you're like, hey, I know this is really random. Not sure if you know about collagen or if you're into it, but we just released it and I can add it to your cart if you're interested. If not, no worries. Just like kind of throwing that out there sometimes. Pumpkin spice, guys, I'm sweating. I'm turning my air down even more. Oh my gosh. It's so hot in New York. Okay, so pumpkin spice is coming back. It was huge last year. We sold out. They did not have enough. They didn't even release it to customers last year. It was only coaches and they sold out. So that was kind of huge. You could definitely get that starting September 3rd. And then a new plant-based beach bar, which is really exciting because a lot of people who are, you know, vegan or don't really like, you know, milk products or whey or whatever, will be all excited about the fact that we now have a plant-based beach bar, chocolate almond crunch, which I think sounds really good. So we love beach bars. If you've never tried them, I would say order some and just try it out because if you're like somebody who likes to have like snack bars with you at all times, like me, it is actually a really tasty version. The peanut butter is my favorite. And Rob and I order them all the time because they're just good to have in your bag and they're good for you. Next is in Q2 of next year, we are launching in France, which is huge. I know I kind of like hinted that I thought we were expanding. I definitely didn't think it was going to be France. But that's really exciting because we're really trying to take over Europe right now. And they've even released that basically we're trying to go to like, you know, a ton more places within the next year, 2 years, because it takes so much time and effort to launch in these new places that they're like doing it correctly and making sure they're going through all the right avenues. But we're launching in France, which is really exciting. But guess what, guys? Don't start finding people that live in France right now. Don't worry about them yet. Worry about you. But if you want to keep like a little bit of like, you know, a list, if for some reason you know people on your Instagram, but I get people all the time that are from countries that we can't serve. So it's kind of nice to just like know that and know that we can now serve France soon. It can be like, je suis fatigué. It means I'm tired. That's all I remember from French. So anyway, and because it says fatty gay, and that's how I remembered it. Sorry, guys, just being honest. Okay, so next thing is Summit 2020. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. I had the most fun when we were in NOLA. Emily was there with a baby, and guys, it's hot. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be hot, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing. If you have not bought your ticket yet, Rob's like making noise. Oh, he's bringing over some beads. This is from, we're going to NOLA! This is from the last time. Anyway, I props. I'm such an actor. So anyway, 2020, if you've not bought your ticket yet, buy it ASAP. It only gets more expensive as the months go on. Right now, I think it is $150 if you did not lock in the $125 version. But guys, just commit to doing this. Commit to, you know, being here a year from now. I've said that to all people when they sign on, is to be here a year from now and just be consistent and show up as much as you can every single day, right? So I don't want to ever push people, and if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But most people say they want this, and it's going to take time. But Summit is life-changing. We're going to talk more about that in just a few minutes. But go to NOLA. It's going to be so much fun. I think that they released the rooms to everyone. Laura and I did book 3 rooms, but I don't know if other people like, you know, want to get their own. They can go ahead and book that as well. So But we did book 3 for now, and it is going to be, we're going on Tuesday. So we will be there Tuesday through Sunday. So anyway, if you have more questions about that, talk to your coach, talk to me, talk to whoever, so we can talk about it. Don't worry about lodging right now unless you do want to worry about it. But as of right now, it'll be fine. But I can let you know like where we're staying and stuff. We're actually staying across the street from the convention center, so it'll be super close. Okay. So, new programs that are releasing, 6 weeks of the work, which sounds terrifying to me. However, I will definitely try the program because you never know what a program will be for you or for your customers and your clients and potentials. But it's an intense one. It has an explicit version and a non-explicit version, which I think is pretty amazing. And it's just cool because it'll be for those like hardcore people. It can be for anyone, obviously, but it's supposed to be really catered toward like people who like love a hardcore workout. Like I feel like it reminds me of like Insanity and P.E.X. Like when you like think about like how intense it is. So it's gonna be crazy. It's from I think NBA trainer. I think that's what it was. And you can learn more about that on the Beachbody Champions page or Googling it or going onto your back office. You can find more information as well. So because all of these things are like so far out, I'm just touching on them. We can learn more about them later. Okay. The other one that I'm actually very excited about is a bar blend. It is a bar-inspired workout. Emily kind of knew this was happening because she got a survey. She was like in the know. But anyway, it's been a long time coming. People love bar. It's a new thing right now that people are really loving. MM100 actually has a lot of bar-inspired stuff, but this is going to be a complete bar program. Oh my God, she's so cute. Okay. So this one is a complete bar program, right? So it is by, I think, Elise, right? Yes, Elise, who did some of the yoga in Yoga Retreat. She actually is doing this whole bar program. I assume they'll do some sort of a test group again. I'm hopeful because I would love to do that one. But we will see. It is going to be a really fun program. If you like bar, if you've never tried it, it can be for you. It's really intense, actually. I did one bar class that was 45 minutes and I burned like 1,000 calories almost. I was like, how did this just happen? So anyway, those are the new programs, and there's probably going to be more that we don't even know about. Who knows? Stuff gets crazy. But Morning Meltdown 100. Okay, guys, let me take a sip. I'm having some magic juice because I was getting really tired. Okay, Morning Meltdown 100. If you haven't committed to Morning Meltdown 100, that's fine. Talk to your coach and just let them know why. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's just not a good time. Maybe you can't afford it, whatever it may be. But I would urge you to commit to doing this if there's any possible way. There is the accessory bundle. There is the digital only. There's a ton of different options. But Morning Meltdown 100 is going to be huge for so many people because it literally gives you confidence. It empowers you. By the end of 100 workouts, remember, it's not 100 days. It's 100 workouts. So by the end of getting to that 100th workout, you feel so great and so confident and so badass that you literally just feel like you could take on anything. And then the rest of the year is, going to be amazing. So I'm really excited about this program. You've been hearing a lot about it. We do have all of the tools from the last team call we did that I did 2 weeks ago. There's a lot of IG story stuff you can download to make your IG stories look really cool. And you can share anything. Somebody asked me today in our team, they were like, can I share what you put? I really liked it. And I was like, always steal my stuff. I don't care. Steal anybody's stuff. Always make it sound like you, but you can totally share. Morning Meltdown's going to be amazing. And don't forget your promo codes you can use for that. If you have any more questions about that program, please let me know. Obviously, I can answer more about it, but I think we all kind of understand what it is right now. We will be in Philly. Hi, baby. We will be in Philly working out with Jericho a week from today, which is super exciting. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And the program's just going to be amazing. So speaking of next Saturday, next weekend is Super Weekend. It is, this year they're calling it like an open house. Basically, you can go to, you can bring prospective coaches with you or even clients who might just want to kind of see the community. It's an awesome opportunity to like bring people, and show them the team community and all that kind of stuff. So if you can go to a Super Weekend, find one near you. You can go to the back office and search and find one that's near you. Many of us are going to Philly. I know Emily is going to Minneapolis. So I'm really excited about, what they always like talk about new things and release things and talk about stuff at Super Weekends as well. And it's just fun to be around that community because remember, we may be across the country from each other and stuff like that, but these events are Team Beachbody, right? We are a team as a whole. So being at these events is just so energizing and awesome. Okay. So summit takeaways. All right. So as you can see, we had a small little awesome group that was at Summit this year, and we want everyone there next year. Hopefully some of you got a little bit of FOMO, because I know that was me at like the first Success Club trip I didn't get to go on that Megan went on, and I was like, I want to be on that trip. And that's kind of like what it's about, is like I had 2 people reach out to me that was like, I feel like I have to be a part of your team because you guys had so much fun. Like, can you tell me more about it? And one of them I think is going to join tomorrow. So that's just kind of like what we want to do, is like really show that community, because it's so fun. It's such a great community. So I'm going to stop sharing, because that's kind of where the PowerPoint ends. But I do want to talk about like just a couple Summit takeaways. So Emily and Hannah, if you guys could hop on in a couple seconds and give like just like 1 or 2 like things that you took from Summit. And I'm going to just talk about a couple of things that I loved. There was one thing that they said that I really thought was great is when you're bringing on new coaches, ask them to make a list of 15, I think is basically what it is. Basically, like, write down 5 people that you think would be a great coach in your life right now. Like, so these are for new people, or it can be for you right now, right? Like I did this yesterday because I was like, wait, I could do this too. They were like, list out 5 people who you think would be a great coach that you would want to build this business with. Okay. Then list 5 people who you think Shakeology would be great for. You know, how would it help them? Are they busy teachers? Are they busy moms? Are they busy like health professionals that like they don't have time? They need that one thing that is constant. List out 5 people that you think Shakeology would be good for. And then list out 5 people who you think Beachbody On Demand and or a specific fitness program would be good for. So then you have 15 people right there that you can start inviting when somebody's first coming like onto the team. I just thought that was a really good option for getting someone started, being like, let's find you 15 people right now, right? Like that are, you know, you think would be good. And then the other thing they said from that same session was we don't find working coaches, we groom them. So I really like that idea, because I think I've even said this in my business before, which was like, oh, I wish I could just find working coaches. Like I wish I could just find people who could duplicate what I do. But guys, that's what Laura and I and all of the leaders in this team are trying to do now, is groom each other, like to be the best versions of ourselves, to be leaders on the team. So we have to kind of remember that when somebody first starts, maybe they're like, I would never coach ever a day in my life. I just want to be a challenger. They could end up being the world's best coach, right? Because maybe they have an amazing story. Then you're kind of like, you know, teaching them what you do and how you do it. And they're like, wow, you're grooming them into a really good coach. So I like that idea a lot. Before I steal anything from maybe one of these ladies, Emily, do you want to say something about a takeaway from Summit?
Yes. So I'm going to touch a little bit on some of the things that Rachel Hollis said, because she's just amazing. So the first thing that she said was, she was talking about her speech, like what she was doing right there. And the first thing that she said to us is, you have to go all in. You have to keep your up, and you need to show up authentically. And that was just us as coaches listening to her talk that morning. But I felt that that really needs to carry into our businesses. So as coaches, we have to go all in, we have to keep our energy up, and we have to show up authentically, which means sharing it all, the good and the bad. And then she went right into, she said, what got me here will not get me there, because it's hard. Like, this is not the easiest thing that we've chosen to do, but we have chosen to do it, and it's not going to be easy, but we need to know where we as coaches need to level up and what we need to do, or what we need to know in order to level up. So we have to take that responsibility for ourselves. Yes, we can reach out to others for support, but like, we have to commit to being the best versions of ourselves. And it's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I love that word. Like she said, why is it so hard? Because you asked for it, right? Like you wanted to level up. It's the same with like, you know, even when people are like starting their fitness journey and they're like, oh, this is just so hard. You wanted a change, right? You said yes to whatever you said yes to for a reason. You have to find your fight. Like somebody said that at Summit, find your fight, not find your why. And I love that, because if you have something that you're really fighting for that really drives you, you're not going to give up, right? You're going to show up when it's hard. So I love that too. Why is it so hard? Because you asked for it, you wanted to level up. So I love that. Anything else from Rachel for you?
I mean, I could read what all I have, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So those were my biggest takeaways from her.
Yeah, the other two that I liked from her was comparison is the death or the thief of joy, but also the thief or death of momentum. And I was like, wow, that hit me really hard because I am I struggle with comparison. Like, I mean, a lot of us do, obviously. And I'm, it's hard, but that takes away your joy. Like, I looked around at another team that was taking a picture at Summit, and I saw that they had 50 people. And for a split second, I was like, oh, why don't I have 50 people? And then I looked around at you guys who were there with me, and I was like, no, nobody's stealing my joy. Nobody's stealing my momentum. This is amazing. We've done awesome things. We're doing awesome things. Guys, we're in the top 1%, just so you guys know. Anyway, so we're doing awesome things. So don't let comparison be the thief of your joy. And that's in your personal journey too. It's easy to look around at someone else and be like, oh, baby, stop it. It's easy to look around at other people and be like, why can't I have abs like them? Or why can't I already be at them? Because their day one is not your day one. Their day 365 is not your day 365. You cannot do that. Don't let it be the thief of your joy, but also your momentum, because comparison can steal your momentum and make you stop in your tracks.
Yeah. And taking off of that, what I wrote down from that whole spiel about confidence and comparison was, don't make yourself smaller and give yourself some freaking credit.
Yes, I love that. She's so awesome.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, and then the last thing that she said that I really loved, and I think a couple people actually reiterated this, was that applied knowledge is power, not knowledge is power. Because again, right now, like, we're talking, we're teaching, we're mentoring as, team leaders and on this call and stuff, but you have to apply your knowledge, right? Like, you have to go out and do the crap. Today, I wrote down, so guys, again, tracker, you do not have a tracker, you need to get one. I've been really, really pushing myself to complete this. And I wrote down invite 20 people this week every day. So I struggled with that. The first 2 days I did 16, 15. And then yesterday I was like, I'm doing 25. And then today I was like, I'm going to do 25 again so I can get caught up. And again, guys, don't compare yourself. I'm in a different season. But I really want to level the F up this year and get even further than I am. And that's not going to happen unless I level up, because I've done the same thing. I've hit Success Club since I started, right? That's never been a problem for me. But why am I not hitting higher numbers? Why am I not helping more people, right? So I had to level up. I had to, change something. So, but I love the applied knowledge is power, because we have to apply the knowledge, obviously. So, Hannah.
The last thing that I had from Rachel Hollis, going along with applied knowledge is power, is, do you want it, or are you just going to keep saying that you want it? Because it's so important. You can't just say that you want it. You have to apply the knowledge. You have to do the work, or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, before you move on from that one is just like, I mean, literally writing that on a Post-it note and seeing it every morning, I think would drive pretty much everyone, because we all say that, right? Like, I've been the same way. I'm like, oh, I'd love to have abs, but I also love tacos. Like, I can totally do those things, but I can also, do both, or change things, to make it better. And if you say you want it, then do the work, show up. So I love that. That's so good. It's a slap in the face. Keep going.
That was just the last thing I wanted to touch on from Rachel Hollis. But one thing that really stuck out in Emily and I were in the Business Accelerator course, and there was a couple that was there, Rob and Chelsea Pearson, who are some of the, I know, I love them. They're some of the top coaches. And they did a whole spiel about attracting business building coaches. And they specifically talked about this thing that they called the business flywheel. And they use that analogy because there's different pieces of the flywheel, and it's in a circle. And the more you do these things, the faster it'll go, and then it'll take off, and your business will take off. So there was 5 things that was in the business flywheel. And number 1 was mindset. Decide what you think, feel, will do, and detach yourself from the decisions of others. Just make sure that you're not letting other people bring you down, those that are judging you. This is your dream. This is your decision. Then number 2 is model. So show your team what business builders do through your actions. You can talk and talk all you want, but you, like Rachel Hollis said, applied knowledge is power. You have to do the work. You have to be consistent. Consistency compounds. Number 3 is motivate. So encourage others, share your resources, do leaderboards, do all of those things. Make sure that you're really recognizing everyone, because it makes people feel good and also makes them want to achieve higher goals. Number 4 is mentor. So work closely with those coaches who are showing up. Work closely with them, make sure that they're hitting their goals. And then the last one is multiply. So you repeat this process alongside with your business builders, and your business will grow and grow, and so will theirs.
Yes, I love all of that. That is so true. Laura, I know you're holding a baby. Is there anything you would want to say before I move on? If she's even there, I'm not sure. And is there anything else from you, Hannah? Are you
Nope.
good? Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, there's a ton, guys. And again, like, we're just like we're throwing out some takeaways. Like, it's not really like, this is all we got from it. Like, I have like so many pages of notes. So it's just like some things that I wrote down. Also, if you guys didn't notice, Carl Daikeler is giving away $100 a day, or $100 like 10 times a day, every day until the end of the month. I did it today on my stories. It's basically like, succeed together, hashtag, and then tag him, and then you write down like a name, like your name, and like who else has committed with you. And we have all those things that we made, so you could share those. But if someone signs up under you, he's giving away $100 to people. So I did that today too, just so you know. Why not get $100? Amy Gadameyer on our team, she got it for one of the last things he did. So it's legit. I mean, he really does send it to people. Okay. So the other keynote speaker we had was Jade Simmons, who was like, oh my God, like I was not expecting that at all. She came out and she's a keynote speaker and a pianist, classical pianist. And so obviously a lot of us that are in like the music world were like, wow, this is amazing. But she was so good. And there was just so many things that she said that I was just like, yes. And a lot of what she talked about that I got from, you know, the metaphor of everything she was doing, I felt like was, you know, let people do things like, so obviously like Emily, you do you, right? And then Brittany, you do you. And then I'm going to come in the middle and help you, but I'm not going to like micromanage and control you, right? So I just felt like it was a lot of like, you know, she taught the two people how to play the one, you know, little thing on the piano, and then she came in and made it better. You know, didn't fix it, didn't tell them they were wrong, but made it better. And I think that's the same thing we can do with our clients, right? Like with our you know, our challengers is, you know, maybe they're like, I've been crushing my workouts, but I'm not losing any weight. Oh, that's awesome. That's so exciting. Make sure you build them up, and then you ask maybe about their nutrition, right? Then you can maybe get into their nutrition, or maybe they're not drinking enough water, or all of the things that we can do to help people, right? You're just making it better, right? You're not telling them that what they were doing isn't working. So anyway, I kind of liked that was like the building thing and like being a leader that way too, which I loved. Be like authentically you. Don't be just half of yourself, or you're going to attract half of yourself. I thought that was really good too. Because sometimes we're like, oh, I can only show this on Instagram, right? No, show you. If you watch my stories, I am crazy. Like I do. And I asked someone the other day when they met me for the first time, I was like, am I who I am on social media? And they're like, yes. And I was like, that's all I want. Because I don't ever want anyone to think that I'm fake or like not me. I show me. Okay. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. That's the last thing that I wrote from her that I loved. I was like, that's so good. And then another thing that we got from the general sessions was create fans, not followers. And that really makes sense because people want to follow you, right? You want to be the lead character in your story. You want to treat your social media and your life as like you're basically on a movie screen, right? You are the lead character. The team, all of the other people on your social media are maybe like smaller characters or supporting characters, but you are the lead character. You want to create fans. You want the people to really love you, trust you, but then also, you know, do anything you would say, basically, not in like a negative way, but like when you finally ask someone to join you, their thought should be, you know, I've watched you like for so long and you've given me so much already. Why would I not join you? Right. So anyway, just make sure you're really like doing, you know, serving value on a platter to your people at all times. So it doesn't always have to be like, you know, a motivational speech. Maybe it's today sucked. I literally felt awful. And then at the end, it's like, but you know what? That's still a better day than what it would have been a year ago when I was at this point. Maybe you change it that way. You know what I mean? You can always still share the bad, but serve value on a platter to people at all times. Love that. Share your struggles, but spin it to win it. I thought that was like, ooh, Nice. So it doesn't have to always be rainbows and unicorns, right? It's not. That's not life. I mean, that's my life, but not always. But anyway, you have to like spin it to win it. So like when you're telling someone the bad, right? Like maybe you went out to dinner and you got in a huge fight with your spouse and like you were like, wow, I just, we were talking about money and I was so stressed. But then I was like, you know what? I made $100 this month on my coaching business. That's amazing. You can always kind of like spin it to win it. So I thought that was a really cool idea. I'm sweating again. Oh my God, it's so hot here. Okay. Carl said, we are all born with potential. Some of us have more obstacles. And I was like, ooh, that's good too. Because we all have potential, right? We're all born with it. Nobody has more. We're all born with potential. You just got to craft it and do it and make it happen, right? Some people have more obstacles, right? So maybe, me being a top 10 male coach is not happening this year. Maybe it's not happening next year. Maybe I had to go through a bunch of crap to get there, but I had the same potential as someone else. So make sure you like remind yourself of that you were born with potential, but maybe you have more obstacles or maybe they have more obstacles. Again, don't compare yourself. So that's part of that too. Yeah. And then, so the last thing I want to do, Laura, if you come back on, let me know, because I just want to see if you want to say anything. But the last thing that I want to do really quickly is you guys can just do this. If you have something to write on, write it down. If you don't, it's okay. Just like think about it in your mind or type it or whatever. You don't have to share this with anyone. I just want you guys to think about this, and we'll do it really kind of quickly. The first thing I want you to think about and or write down is, why did you start coaching? Okay, so think about in your mind right now and or write it down. Why did you start coaching? Why did you decide to say yes to this opportunity? And just write that down for just a second or think about it in depth. So obviously this could go on forever. So just think about it and you can continue this exercise afterwards. I don't want to take too much time. But the first one is, why did you start coaching? Why did you say yes to that, right? Number 2 is, what have you been able to do since joining? So personally for this one, like you can think about things like travel, or, maybe you were able to lose 15 pounds. Maybe you were able to smile a little bit more than you used to. Maybe, you've helped someone else start their journey and now you guys are doing it together and it's fun and you built friendships. Whatever it is, what have you been able to do since joining the business and maybe even your physical transformation, right? I know personally, when I was recording myself the other day doing some of the MM100 moves, I was like, I had a moment where I was like, that's badass. Like when I started my journey, there was no possible way I could have done any of these jumps. None at all. And yeah, I still struggle with them. They hurt. And I was sore. If you guys didn't know, I was really sore at Summit. I said it like every 5 minutes. I was so sore, but I was like, you know what? These are badass moves and I can do them now. So anyway, what have you been able to do since starting your journey or joining as a coach? Okay. Number 3 is, where are you going with this opportunity? Where do you see yourself in, say, 3 years, right? 3 years is a long time. 3 years can be, you can be at the same spot you are right now, or you can be open to growing and maybe you want to be a diamond, or maybe in 3 years you want to be a 2-star or a 5-star diamond and earning that extra income that can really change your life. Maybe you want to, be at your quote unquote goal weight, because I think that will always kind of like fluctuate, but maybe you are going to be at that look or that feeling that you've always wanted. You feel amazing walking into a room. You can go on, more than one vacation a year without stressing about paying for it. Maybe, you're kind of where you are right now and you're just a hobby coach. Like you have to decide, and whatever you want to do is okay. But just know that in 3 years, a lot can change, and it's dependent on what you want to do, okay? Number 4 is, what would happen if you did not give Beachbody your all? And that one, like when she asked it, I was like, I'm so confused. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, I'm not. What would happen if I did not give my all to Beachbody? Do you have a fight? What's the reasoning for you doing it, right? Is it a hobby? Is it something that, maybe your why is to pay off student loans? And adopt a child, because that's mine, and that's huge. And if I don't give Beachbody my all, I might not get to do that. So like, what would happen if you did not give it your all? And then the last one is, what have you had to overcome in your life? And that's just kind of like a way for you to like start thinking of, maybe some posting, or maybe some, you know, some struggles you've gone through, and how maybe you're having a hard season right now, but have you had it harder and you can still overcome? And what have you had to overcome? So those are just a couple like things that we were talking about in one of the sessions about how to like tell your story authentically, because all of the stuff that you just thought about or wrote down can be a post. Again, it doesn't have to be a novel, but you can tell a story that's going to, you know, have you as the lead character, showing how maybe you overcame something, where you are now, where you want to go, and you're going to share that with the world, and then the world's really going to start to follow you, right? Announce it to the world, what you want to do, why you want to do it, because we can all do so much. We limit ourselves. No one else is limiting us. There's a lot of times where we have these limiting beliefs about, can we really do that? Or if only I was on that person's team in that downline, or I had that person as a coach, or I started sooner, or, you know, I blah, 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 blah. Those are all just excuses, and we all have them, right? What we all have, again, to go back to Carl, is we all have potential. So where are you going to take it? Where do you want to go over the next 3 years? We have a lot of momentum going with our team right now. I love it. I want to continue working with people. We are starting a leader page, just so you guys know. So if you by hitting Success Club, you actually get to be on the leader page for the next month. And that page will have a lot more business building things, because those are going to be the business builders. The team page will always be there for everyone, no matter if you're a hobby coach or, you know, you're trying to build your business, but maybe you didn't hit Success Club. That's fine. You're still going to get our attention. You'll still get the team calls, but we're going to do more one-on-one stuff in the leader page, because if you want to build this, I want to help you build it. And I don't want, you know, to drag anyone. I want runners with me. I want to take this, you know, to the top with you. I had that moment where I was sitting next to Brittany and Emily at one point, and I was just like, I would love to walk across the stage with both of these women. Like, I would love to speak on stage with my sister. How cool would that be? Like, you know, that we built this business together, and we both have to, you know, it's just, you can do so much if you just believe in yourself and you open up to the potential that you already have. You just have to take action, because again, applied knowledge is power, and just be consistent. Show up in the groups, show up on your Instagram, show up in the team page, show up for you. It doesn't mean you have to be on your social media 24/7. It just means you have to show up, right? If you have this tracker, you can sit down and finish this tracker in, you know, 25 minutes to an hour, and that will get everything done for your day that you needed to get done. Personally, for me, I wake up, listen to personal development while I'm having my magic juice, get that workout in. For the next 15 minutes after my workout, I go ahead and I send all my invites, or I try to send at least like 5 or 10 of them, because I'm in a great mindset. I'm already sending them. And then I get to check off all these things on my checklist, and I feel great about myself, right? So just show up for yourself and believe in yourself, because I believe in each and every one of you, and I truly mean that. There is no one on this team that I'm like, they're just here. If you want something, you have to go out and get it. And I will help you every step of the way, but I will not drag anyone. I will be here when you show up and if you want to do it. So if you guys need anything from me, anything from Laura, please shout out, please reach out, ask in the team page, send me a message. And last thing I'm going to say is the last 3 people I signed up, just so you guys know, one of them I did a Zoom call with, and 2 of them I transferred to text. And I said, can we talk over text instead of Messenger, because it's easier for me. And all 3 of them signed up. And I was like, oh, great. And one of them was a Zoom call, and we face-to-face talked it out. I let them talk. I listened. I said things. But it was something I'm going to try to do a lot more. So obviously you don't want to give your number out to creepers, but if you've known the person you're talking to them, I don't mind. You can always block someone if they get weird. But I think that text is better, and you can even send voice clips and videos and stuff like that, and just show you as a person. Don't just be the robot behind your screen texting the same thing you text everyone. Be compassionate, be a human, and lead with love. Okay? So let's do a photo. Laura, can you come back for the photo, or is it just going to be your flex? Which is fine. We're going to give her a second. Okay. I am sweaty. Again, this wasn't like anything like specific. I just wanted to talk about all the launch stuff from Summit and give you guys some of our takeaways. And yeah. So we'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week. Next week, it is coming up with Super Weekend, so I think I'll be home in time. I definitely will. So we will do a photo. We will do a call then. Oh my God, we have both of the girls. Laura! Okay, it's fine. Okay, everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Hannah, I think your eyes were open. All right, guys, I will share this in the team page with the recording as soon as I get it uploaded. And again, guys, just believe in yourselves because you have so much potential. And I believe in each and every one of you so hard. Okay, let's do this together. I want to be a 5-star team by the end of the year, so I need all of you to be there with me. All right, good night, guys. Bye.